Hello, everyone. Thank you for accepting the guest invite, Echo. Thank you for being
Hmm.
amazing. Welcome to another NyaaCast episode. I'm your host, Eris, non-binary Luneko, and I want Echo to introduce yourself, little bits.
Yeah, hi, nice to meet you. My name is Echo, that is my name, or if you can find me, it is Noisy Echo. I am also a cat as well. I am a cat girl. I
Mm-hmm.
am a Spanglish? Uh-oh. I am a Spanish speaking and English speaking VTuber, and I often stream on my Twitch channel.
Yeah.
And I also love peanut butter. Peanut butter is the best.
I like peanut butter, but in certain times, it's just like I'm picky with it.
Ah, you're picky with it.
Yeah. Not too much, not too
I see,
much.
I see.
Um, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, I'm a full English VTuber, but
Mm-mm.
I do know Spanish because I mean I was raised in a Spanish household, so I do know. It's my first language, so Spanish I do know a lot.
Hey, awesome.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. It makes me happy to find other people who are Spanish speakers too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. That's why I was like, she looks like she's interested. I want her to be in the podcast, and plus she's a cat girl, and
I am.
I tend to bring a lot of Nekos in the podcast.
Ah,
If
you
anyone
search
wants,
for our people. I see.
yes. I've been searching through the world for cat peoples. It could be husbando cats or waifu cats. It doesn't matter. You'll be in here. But ultimately, I found that gun. I was like, yes, I want her to be in here.
E.
All right, so Echo, what inspired you to start streaming or to be a VTuber?
Um, it started like a while back. So I used to be an IRL streamer. So I had the
Ooh,
camera on and stuff like that. But I was wicked shy. Like my voice would be very timid. I was trying to get myself very comfortable.
mm-hmm,
During that time, I already knew about the world of VTubers. I knew which is my queen, my idol, Sakura Miko. I knew her very well. I liked watching her streams and stuff.
right.
I knew bits about Hololive, but it never kind of like connected in my brain that I could do it because I made my model myself. I'm a 3D model animator.
Mm-hmm.
So um, what inspired me was like I took a very long break from streaming because I had a lot of stuff going around in my background. Like I was moving, paying bills, da da da. Like
All the real
uh,
life cat girl needs that you have to do.
yeah, it's a pain. But yeah, I
Yes.
had my duty. Um,
Duties.
I had my duties, and I guess I just never thought about it until like I think it was like yeah last year when I just like it clicked in my brain because I was in a long break. Like I'm telling you, like a very long time. I was just like I was not streaming. I was just being a lazy cat, just
Mm-hmm.
enjoying being in bed.
Yeah,
Um,
that was me.
but yeah. And then I was just like my friends were kind of like pushing me of like, wait, but you got it. You know how to do this. Like you are an interesting character. People would love to watch you. And I'm
Oh
like,
yeah.
I'm like all hesitant, like, I don't think so. I don't think I'm an interesting character.
Hey, everyone pushed me as well. Like I thought to myself I wasn't interested as well, but I mean everyone loves hearing the podcast, and that's what's this about. Bring people
Well,
that
I
they
would.
think they're not interested, but they are. Cause that's the way I found you. I was like, wow, this person is interesting. I want them to be in here.
Thank you. I, I, they wanted me to go back to an IRL streamer. So I was just like, no, I don't think so. Like I don't think so. I don't want to be in front of the camera anymore. I like being behind the camera,
Yeah.
because I just like doing model works. So I don't know if you know the program, but do you know Miko Miko Dance or MMD?
I know MMD, but I don't know the other one.
Yeah, it's the same. It's an acronym. MMD is
Oh.
Miko Miko Dance.
Oh, okay.
So I used to make models for those. So I made TDA models, LAT models, and I just made like dancing and stuff like that, motion stuff
Yeah.
and pictures.
That's
And
cool.
it, yeah, I've done it for a while. It's fun. I'm a huge Vocaloid nerd. I love Vocaloid. um, but it kind of clicked to me because when I looked at Miko again, I forgot that Miko is also a 3D VTuber because most of the VTubers are now mostly like 2D or often
Mm-hmm.
PNG.
Yeah.
I hardly see anyone who's like a 3D. So I was like, dang, like it'd be cool, but that's a lot of money to spend to be
Oh
a
yeah.
2D
Yeah.
VTuber.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
have that. But then when Miko was playing GTA again, I was like, wait a minute, she's 3D. What am I talking about? So I just thought, wait, can it be possible for me to make a 3D model and make it face track me? And I was learning about Vroid as well. So I was like, okay, let me use my skills that I've learned to make my character, which is me, Echo. Uh, so
mm-hmm.
I started working on it, and then I told my friends like, okay, I know you guys want me to go back to streaming. I get it. I understand. Uh, what if I say yes, but in my own terms? They're like, okay, what's your terms? They're like, okay, I want to be a VTuber. And they were like, what? But why? And I'm like, because I think it's a good idea that I can use the skills that I have into something of good use. I haven't done my 3D modeling work for so long and I miss it and I kind of want to use it in a good way that I can make something fun and I can be me, but anime. And they're like,
Yeah.
they're like, you know what? We'll take it. I'm like,
What
yes,
we take it. We do this. Let's go.
we take it. We'll do this. So it took me. I did sketches before, so I knew what I wanted to be like with my outfits and stuff. And then I was just working months onto perfecting what I had drawn. And so now you have me. And ever since my debut, which was on December of 2020, that's when I debuted. I've been streaming and I've enjoyed every moment of it. I'm always grateful being on Twitch and talking to my chat, and they know very well how much I love and care for them. I always say I'm so grateful to talk to you guys. I'm so grateful to be on Twitch. Like it feels so exciting to go live every time. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go live like in a couple minutes. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna play a game. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I hope that answered your question. That was a long answer, but I'm sorry.
It's fine. I mean, that's what I this is what a podcast is. You get to talk as much as you want. There's no holding back.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have never been in a podcast, so this is new to me. Thank
It's cool. It's cool. You're doing fine. Um
you.
I mean, yeah, it was the same for me. I was like I didn't knew what I wanted to do. I took
Mm-hmm.
a whole mental break from YouTube for like solid 2 years. I didn't knew what I was doing before. What I used to do is just commentate over video games, and I found that I suck at that. So,
Uh-huh.
cause I I was like, okay, this is not working out. So I had this idea where my friends told me, well, you should start working on broadcasting. You should start working on that, and then start from
Mm.
there. And then I said, well, give me time, and it did took those 2 years to figure out what I really wanted to do. And I said, you
Mm-hmm.
know what, I really want to expand. I want to talk with people. I want to talk with like different like YouTubers, VTubers. I didn't knew VTuber thing was a thing until I
Yeah.
actually found Kasuna AI.
Oh,
She's badass. I love her.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um and after that, I learned about that, but I didn't really pay attention to it until like later on this year. Um,
Hmm.
then yeah, I came back and I said, you know what, I'm gonna become a PNG like YouTuber, and then start broadcasting again. But I didn't knew what I was gonna be doing. But then I say, well, I have the skills, I have the gaming skills, I have this somewhat skill of like talking, and
Hmm.
and then I said, you know what, I'm just gonna make a podcast and then just make it super cute, make it like different from others, because there's a lot of people who do this. It's not just me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's a lot, let's not say competition, let's just say like a lot of podcasters out there that doing
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
a good job, and I'm like some there in the levels. But
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, that's what I wanted to do.
You're doing one heck of a job. That's what I'm telling you right now.
I'm trying. I'm only trying my best. Anyways, it's just for fun, and
Hmm.
because like I tend to know the person better. I tune in whenever I tune into the streams. Now I feel more comfortable chatting with you, and
Hmm.
it's just like we could say like what they call a bond. Because cats, that's what they do. They they get into like a little small bond. They get to know each
Hmm.
other by smelling each other, and then they say, "Oh, okay, you're cool. We'll be friends."
We sniff, sniff, sniff. Oh, you cool, cool.
Yeah, yeah, they sniff. But yay, that's cool that you know how to do MMD stuff, 3D stuff. That's cool.
Hmm.
That's
Thank
amazing.
you.
I'm pretty sure
Arigato, arigato.
that's like very hard to work on, because I've never tried it
Mhm.
myself. I never even got to like even try it, because I'm pretty sure I don't even know what I'm gonna be doing with it. Because I was like, oh god.
Well, I could tell you this. It's the same level as drawing and making a 2D model VTuber. Like everyone says like, oh, 2D is more easier, or like 3D is easier. No, 2D is easier. I'm like, I'm telling you, on both sides, they're both sides of the same coin. They're both difficult to do. You
Hmm.
have to take a lot of practice. I
Yeah.
chose 3D because I found it more fascinating. I mean, I would have loved to continue drawing. I still do. I do sketches. They're not the best, but I still do them.
Hmm.
But I like seeing it coming to life,
Right.
kind of thing. Like I can move like freely. I can. I don't have my hand tracker. I am gonna save money to get a hand tracker. So once I do, I can like move my hands now and talk with my hands, because I do that. I actually do talk a lot with my hands.
Yeah, a lot of people talk with their hands. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, it took a lot of practice. I still do MMD work, but now I put a mixture of MMD, Unity, Blender, and Vroid. So I have a lot more skills. I'm still practicing to this day, because I know Blender is like the most complex for any 3D animator of
Yep.
all times, because it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff to learn. But
Hmm.
I'm learning every single day on what to do.
That's pretty cool. That's amazing. I
Thank you.
I think I would never try to pick it up, because I probably would suck with it. But I'll probably give it a try one day. Uh,
No, give it a try. It takes practice. No one's gonna get it the first time around, but it's
yeah.
like you have to be committed to it. It's like you have to do it like every day. Learn, watch videos, ask people around who know about it. It's like, hey, what do you do for this? What do you do with that? And then you just practice and see how much you improve. Like I know where my first model is, and it's a very embarrassing, but it's not the best work, but it was my first work.
Yeah. That's how you know that you're improving, when you see your old stuff, and then later on you see, oh, I never seen this. Like it's been tucked away in a box, and you look through it, and then you're like, oh wow, I've I've gone so far, and now I'm doing much better than what I did before, and that's how you know that you're improving.
Yep. That's how it works.
Mm-hmm.
People think it's very easy. It's like like whether it's 3D modeling, singing, or dancing, they're like, "Oh, you're just a natural." I'm like, "Yes,
No.
you can probably be naturally gifted, but you have to learn too to
Mm-hmm.
become better."
Yeah.
People say, "I can't sing." Like, you can sing if
You
you
could.
go to classes and you practice.
Oh yeah, you could sing if you have if you have determination and you want to sing,
Mm-hmm.
you could do it. You just have to put yourself to it. You know.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
it's the same thing with me where I have this skill of like knowing knowledge of the PC. Like if something happens to my PC and I know what's wrong with it, I could fix it. I don't need a YouTube tutorial. I don't need, help. I know what's wrong with it because I've worked with computers for like over 8 years in my school life. And
Mm.
I've taken apart old computers like the school computers and put them back
Yeah, yeah.
and make them work because they will break all the time. So yeah,
Mm.
and that was one of our class like assignments to take a PC apart and put it back. Like it wasn't functioning, like it was not working. So we had to take it apart, put it back in, and see if it turned on. And I was the only one. Me and some other people were like the only ones that put it together, and then it made it work. But it was hard. It's not easy taking apart a PC that's very old. It's not so easy. It's hard. So
Yeah.
I know that a lot of different things takes time to learn. You gotta put you gotta put effort to get somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, my friends would be like, "Oh, you're a natural singer," and I'm like, "Okay, yes, I'm a natural singer from my mom because my mom could sing and she would teach me to sing." But then when I went to school, I took classes for theater and vocal training because I was also part of a choir in a community. So I had to learn how to like widen my vocal range and make sure like how far can I go with my notes. And so um, I kind of like, it's not perfected, but I am improved very well from how I started because there were songs where I don't know how to do that I can do it now very perfectly. Like I was like,
Hmm.
oh my God, how can I do this now? Like when I first tried it, I couldn't do it. And now I can do it. And I'm like, practice. You have to do practice. You have to practice and listen to like who is teaching you.
Yeah, yeah. You have to do a lot of practice. I tend to sing a little bit, but not much. Um, I'm not saying I'm the greatest or anything, but I'm pretty okay. Cause I used to be when I was in school. I used to be in choir when I was
Mm.
little, and
Hey, nice.
yeah, it was elementary school, and I was in there through once first to like fifth grade, and it was fun.
Mm.
It was really fun. Um, and then from there, I once I was in middle school, I got in band, and it was much more fun than the choir. I tell you that it was really fun because we went to places. We went to like play instruments and football
Mhm.
games, pep rallies.
Eh.
We went to other schools to play our instruments as well. It was it was the best. It was fun. Um, and then from there, just that ship has failed. Like it failed because I didn't continue. I started playing guitar when I was in high school.
Oh.
I think I was in eighth grade when no, not eighth grade. No, that's middle school year. I think it was 10th grade. Yeah, 10th grade when I started playing guitar. Cause I was like, I was gonna continue doing band, but then I was like, no, I enjoyed it, but not so much. I really
Mm.
I really always wanted to play guitar.
Yeah,
Cause I know guitar is very complicated, and
it is.
so like I wanted I wanted something to like challenge me.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I'll pick up the guitar, and I played it for 2 years. Never got the gist of it. I'll probably pick it up again, but later on when I'm not too busy.
Yeah, no, it takes a minute. I only know bits of it. My uncle gave me his guitar, but the neck broke, and I didn't have money to fix the neck. So it's for those like who don't know, like if for the neck of your guitar is really expensive if you
Oh
break
yeah,
it.
it is.
It's so you have to take good care of it. You think
Mm-hmm.
it's the base, it's not. It's actually the neck because that's where your strings are attached. So
Mm-hmm.
once that's broken, there goes half of your savings right there. Your
Basically,
savings is gone.
like if you think a VTuber model costs the cost, no. Oh, that
Yeah,
guitar,
no.
that guitar neck,
Mm-hmm.
it will haunt you in your dreams. Your wallet will cry
Yep.
more.
Yeah.
Trust me, it's expensive. That's why when I was borrowing guitars from school, I was worried to even take it home because I had a cat here and he was very destructive to my things, and I was even
Ooh.
scared to even have it like in my room. So I put it in the
Hold on,
closet.
Skillet. I think.
It
Oh,
was
wait.
it
You put it
was
in the closet?
yeah. I mean, we had a little bag with the guitar, so it was fine.
Oh,
Yeah. Because I mean,
dang.
if I had it in the open here in my room, my cat would just probably pee on it or scratch the bag, you know. Because he was a little monster. He liked to destroy things. But he's outside now. He's an outside cat. He was an inside cat for a while, but he's outside now.
Ah, indoors, indoors, outdoors,
Yeah.
indoors, indoors. Take it away, Penny. Sorry, that was a SpongeBob reference.
God, SpongeBob, you can never escape from it.
Nope, never.
It was not my cup of tea. I used to watch it, but then it started to just get dry for me. I started watching other stuff. I started watching anime, and I was like, oh my god, I'm a degenerate. I'm a weeb. I started watching a lot of anime, but that's just me. Um, let's see. You have any other like likes that you like to do while not streaming or not doing any of your skill sets?
Yes. Also, sorry for the background.
It's cool.
So whenever I'm not streaming, I'm mostly working on 3D modeling or um, 3D modeling, sketching. I often play video games with my friends,
Mhm.
and um, often I'm often like singing and just goofing off and just mingling a bit because I am very much a little bit of a social cat, but a social cat that has social anxiety is like a really pain in the neck.
Oh yeah, I know that.
So it's like I can be around with people for a certain amount of time, but then I'm like, okay, I gotta recharge. I'm out of energy.
Yeah,
uh,
that's so me. It's like I'm like I could talk for like a while, but then I was like, okay, I need to like go away for a bit. I need to like you know.
yeah.
So I get you.
Um, Yeah, it's a pain, but
It is.
that's how I am, and sadly, a lot of people, not the people that I've known, but people who have met me, always presume that I am weird because of how I behave.
Hmm.
It's kind of like you have to ask to know why I behave this way. And it's like, well, I have social anxiety. I'm very awkward. I'm very shy when I talk to new people. So whenever I kind of get a little bit overwhelmed, I start to either act a little silly or I'm always looking down at my phone because it's my comfort. So like looking at my phone is comforting to me, or being silly and making the weirdest accents that I can do, just to like break the ice and just kind of like make sure I can feel a little bit comfortable without making anyone around me weird. Like
Hmm.
feel weird of like, oh my God, why is she acting like this? This is kind of weird. because I hate when people do that. I've had people to say that in front of me, like, why are you acting so weird? And I'm like, eh, um, I'm trying to break the ice. I'm sorry.
No,
You do things outside of streaming?
that's totally normal to me. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the way I am as well. Like I tend to look at my phone, or tend to look at some like different like Discord servers, so I could like not pay attention to my friends for like a
Mm,
solid 5 minutes to get my headspace clear, and
yeah.
then yeah, that's me as well.
It's yeah, I feel that. But the other things I do aside from socializing a little bit, playing video games, I do I do a thing called playing around with vocals. So, like I said earlier, I love Vocaloid. I am a huge Vocaloid nerd, and so I do have a program where I play around with Vocaloids a lot, and it's kind of fun because it's like I sometimes if I want to do a song and I have to duet it with someone and I don't have someone who wants to sing with me, I basically pull them out and I'm like, okay, you duet with me, even though it sounds a little weird, but just duet with me.
Let's do it.
Do de le duet.
Yes.
And I do voice acting work as well, so I do keep myself a little bit occupied from time to time.
That's cool. That's cool that
Mm,
you're doing voice acting and vocal stuff, cause
yeah.
voice actors, ooh, woo, it's pretty fucking amazing. Their work is god tier. Gotta be
I,
you gotta have a whole personality in check, boys. It's hard.
I before I actually came into VTubing, I was doing voice acting work, just like small indie projects, nothing too big. I
Nice.
still work with some companies who like want my vocals because it's 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 fun, but again, practice, right? So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't. It's so weird just to like hear like, oh, like VTubers like voice acting is like god tier, but like I've been in the community of voice acting and we're just like, oh yeah, you have a good vocal range. Right on. Nice, nice. Oh, that's good. I like your voice, man. So hearing like the two ends of it, it's just like, it's kind of like funny, but
It
really
is.
cool because it's like I get to see your guys' perspective of voice acting.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you're a fan of Nyanners, but she has good voice. She has
Mm,
good voice acting skills as well, and
yeah, yeah.
she's pretty notorious at what she is. Like she started her own thing. She had a whole like voice acting like profile before she even did YouTube. Like I
Mm.
I know like a lot about her, so I
Like
didn't.
you a fan.
Yeah,
You fan.
I'm a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. Let's just say I'm a big fan.
Aw. Aw. This is cool. It's cute.
No, stop! You're making me
It's
blush.
cute. I like it. It's so
No.
cute.
Some my friends tease me all the time, saying, "Oh, like, oh, is she your VTuber crush?" I'm like, "No, shush, be quiet."
Aw. Don't deny it. Don't become tsundere. Don't be tsundere.
I'm not denying it. I mean, I accept it all the time. I say yes, yes, she is. She's my one of my second VTuber crushes. Um, I love her so much. It's hard for me to watch her content because I'm like, I, I, eh, uh, but
I feel that. I feel that. I feel that.
mm-hmm, everything she does, it's amazing. But
Yo.
yeah, yeah, I love people who do voiceovers and voice acting. Cause I always wanted to do that as well, but
Hmm.
I don't think I'm great for it.
Why
Sometimes
do you say that?
I don't know. I just feel like I have to put like my 110% on it. You know, I have to put effort, and I feel like I wouldn't put effort in it. Cause I mean,
Mm.
right now, like I put effort on my podcast because you know
Mm.
it's my favorite thing to do. I love
Yeah.
I love like getting random VTubers and if they say yes and if they say no, that's completely fine. But I mean, when they say yes and I'm excited to do this, it's just like I set to the goal where like, all right, I have so many questions, I have many things to talk about, and then it works out because then the person is the guest is super nice, super cool. I could you get some stuff in common, and then you continue from there. You continue talking different about different things, like gaming stuff. I love gaming. I don't know what games you play.
Hmm.
I don't know what games you play, but I'm pretty sure whatever games you play, I'm pretty sure they're fun.
I I play story based games, so anything that's kind of like it has a good like backstory.
Ah,
The recent one that I played, it was last week, and chat knows this very well, where I'm playing Life is Strange. I've never
ooh,
played it myself, so I don't remember much of how the storyline goes. I kind of remember maybe like how the ending goes with Life is Strange, but
mm-hmm,
we played episode 2 and 3, so we got to see if for like like for anyone who hasn't played Life is Strange, like spoiler alert, right? Kate Marsh was about to commit suicide in front of the school,
mm-hmm,
and everyone saw my genuine reaction. I was scared. I was shaking. I was trying so hard for Kate not to jump off the roof of the school,
mm-hmm,
and and I cried because I got very like emotional for Kate. So I am very much empathetic with characters that are not real. But
right,
that's why I like playing story-based games, because people like chat and anyone who joins my live streams see like, oh, like, no, she's literally crying. She really has like emotional attachments to characters, because that's it's how I am as a person, and I enjoy characters that have really good backstories, and you kind of have an understanding to them. And
mm-hmm,
then we got to see Chloe, and that's when I bawled my eyes out, because that's when we protected Chloe and her dad. So her dad doesn't die, but Chloe ends up being wheelchair bound. And Chloe asked us to end her life because her respiratory system was already failing because of the accident that she had. And I was so hesitant. I wanted to say no, but everyone's like, no, you have to say yes. And I'm like, I have to agree, because no one wants to die this way in such a slow, painful death. And
mm-hmm.
I just cried. I cried. I was like, I don't want to play no more. I need to emotionally recover from what just happened with Chloe. I'm still getting misty eyes, actually. I'm
Oh my
getting very
god,
misty just thinking about it.
oh my
Um,
god,
because it hurts, because it's
it
her best
does.
friend, and she's asking you to do something that you don't want to do it, but you
No,
know why you should do it,
yeah.
because no one wants to die that way. So
Yeah, I feel that. I used to play I mean I play like two story based games, and I feel like sometimes you feel like you're in there. You're making these choices
exactly.
that happens in the game, and whatever you choose,
Mm-hmm.
like it changes the game, it changes the story. It's such a big like five head game. Like you need to choose
Yeah,
the choose the right thing to do. But I mean,
it is.
I haven't played a good story-based game in a while, and I probably try Life is Strange. It
Yeah,
sounds like a good game.
it is a very good game. I definitely recommend it. They have Life is Strange, Life is Strange Before the Storm, and Life is Strange 2, and then they just came out with a new trailer for a new Life is Strange with a completely different character, and I love it. I'm like, yes, we need this good story, nice chill vibes aesthetic that has like a little dark twist to it. Like, I'm down. Let's go. Let's
Oh
go. I
yeah.
have it on my wish list. I'm ready. I am ready to play
My
it.
soul is ready as anything.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably pick it up. Probably. Not sure. I have a lot of games in mind that I want to play, and I haven't played some games that I have. It's so hectic in the world of gaming because I'm very busy sometimes, and sometimes I'm taking a break, and sometimes I don't even feel like I'm just comfy in bed, and I don't feel like playing no game. I just feel like watching YouTube videos and watching streams, you know, just
Yeah, I feel that.
just vibe, watch anime, just chill for a while, get the brain 100%, there until I'm ready to do something. But
I feel that.
but yeah, that's what I do. Um, I love a lot of let's see, I love a lot of like open world games. So like say
Mm.
Breath of Wild, Legend of Zelda. I love that game
Mm-hmm.
to the very core. I've put so many hours in it. I'm probably gonna continue playing it because there's a lot of things you could do in that game. Um,
Right, right.
let's see. I love my FPS. Who does not love their FPS? Um, I love playing.
FP.
I love playing Call of Duty and Apex with friends, and
Ah.
I love to rage. I love to scream on top of my lungs. My favorite part is when my mom comes in and she's like, "Hey, you need to calm down." I'm like, "Sorry." Favorite part.
I do have my own little competitive games. I play Rainbow Six, which is a
Ooh.
very toxic
Yeah,
and
it
very
is.
competitive
Yeah.
game, but I love it because of the operators. So I kind of push myself through it. Uh, I play. I started to play Valorant because someone wanted me to
I,
play that.
no.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm in Valorant now. Uh,
Oh
I've played
god.
Paladins as well.
Ooh. I
Yeah, I
love
played
I love
Paladins.
paladins. I love paladins.
Yeah,
I love
you know,
paladins. Who's your
it's
favorite?
funny because like any
Who's your favorite?
my favorite character,
Yeah, and paladins.
Saris.
Oh, I love
I
Pip. I love Pip. He's cool.
oh my god, you pit me! No,
I was
no,
I'm a Pip mate. I'm sorry. I
no,
love him. He's
no,
cool. Trust me. I've
no.
done 4,000 damage. Trust me. I've done 4 damage with him. He is OP as crap. I have a
I hate Pip. He's such a pain in the butt.
He is when you have the right cards, the right if you have the right things, you're sad. You could destroy a lot of people. But
Yeah, pretty much. And
mhm.
most of the pips that I play either against or are in my team does not heal us.
Oh
They
my
just
god.
heal themselves
Oh
because
my
they want to be
god.
like main attacker. And I'm like, okay,
No.
right, but you're
No.
technically a healer. You're supposed to heal your squad. You gotta like
Mhm.
keep in tabs of the squad.
Yep.
Ugh,
Yeah. You gotta
but
if you're playing Pip, if you're playing Pip, you have to play team base. You cannot just be healing
yeah,
your like heal when you feel like your team is not in danger.
exactly.
I always heal
But
my friendos. Like I see them pushing, heal them.
mhm. I do the same thing. I try to heal him as much as I can. As Sarah. Sarah doesn't do much of healing, but she does enough where you can stay alive.
Yeah.
But I always pick the healer, which is funny because when I got Valorant, when I downloaded it,
Mm.
my friend's like, okay, let's play a first game. Let's see how you turn out just trying, right? Like, they taught me the basics of how to play the game. And
Mhm.
so like, okay, first game. And I was just looking at the characters. I'm like, I mean, I don't know which of the characters do. So I'm just going to pick this particular lady who was in blue dress, black hair. And they're like,
Oh.
oh, that's the healer. And I'm like, God dang it. I always pick the healer every time. Every time. Every time. The only time I don't pick healer is in Rainbow Six because Doc's a healer. And that's the only time I don't pick healer. But any
Yeah.
other game, I will accidentally pick a healer because I'm good at healing.
Who's your main on Rainbow?
My main for attacker is I just had his name and now I forgot it. Shoot. Jackal. Jackal's my
Ooh.
main.
Oh.
So I'm a Jackal main and I am a Dokabi main. And then for
Nice.
defenders, I am Caviera and Frost main.
Ah, Frost. Gotta go with
Yes.
Frost. Nice.
I love my frost traps. Yes.
I haven't played Rainbow, but I do know the operators because I
Mhm.
watch a lot of YouTubers who play Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah. I like the operators lore, especially since they're kind of like putting a little bit more effort on each character. So I'm like, yes,
Oh,
give
you
them more.
you like lore? You should
Yeah.
play Apex. The characters have a lot of lore.
Uh,
Wait,
I've seen their lores.
wait, really? You don't like it?
Yeah. I'm not fond of it because it's still this is why I'm very nitpicky with battle royale games
Yeah.
or like anything that's involving battle because it's the same formula. So like I play Paladins and I see Overwatch and I'm like, "Oh, it's the same thing. There's not much of a difference except with the characters." Got it.
Well,
Don't need to play.
the Paladins and Overwatch originated from Team Fortress 2 because Team Fortress 2 was like,
Mm,
the first, those
yeah.
push games, and from there,
Yeah.
Paladins and Overwatch came to life. But I prefer Paladins over Overwatch. I'm sorry, Overwatch players,
It's fine.
chill, alright? Chill. Don't give me hate. I watch Overwatch VTubers and streamers, but I don't play the
Mm,
game. I'm sorry. I prefer
it's
Paladins.
fine.
Paladins is my game.
Paladins is not my cup of tea, and like it's understandable. There's people who are very diehard fans of Overwatch, and I'm like, cool, that's right on, but it's not my cup of tea. Just don't force it down my throat. Like,
Right?
oh no, you have to play it, you have to experience it. I'm like, no, I
Nah,
don't. You don't
nah,
have to force me to play anything.
nah. Because you could
It's
just
not my
watch.
cup of tea.
You could just watch people and then be like, nope, this is not my game for me.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what I did. I watched someone else played it, and I was like, no, I don't. The characters are cute. The design, 3D model wise, like as an animator, they're pretty. Um, but it's not my style, and that's okay. And so yes, I would play Paladins over Overwatch as well. Though I
Mm-hmm.
hardly touch my Paladins, but from time to time, yes, I do. I streamed it a couple times here on Twitch, and you guys, my chat saw how I can rage very easily and how I punch a lot on my desk. Though I have a little like safe punching paw, so I don't hurt myself. So it has a lot of cushion. So every time I do I don't hurt myself. It's
I
because the cushion is protecting me.
I punch my 3D Opie like mouse pad and it doesn't hurt me at well.
Oh, yeah, no, it has good cushion, so I'm just like, damn it!
Yeah,
Like, you're
I go.
supposed to protect me!
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know that rage. I feel it
Yeah.
because I know when I play my games as well. I'm so pissed.
Mhm.
But I mean, that's what Paladins is. It's just like, if you're raging, it means you're having fun. You know.
Oh yeah, you're having fun, and
Yeah.
I do have fun. I don't do what a lot of other gamers would do, which is kind of like call out, like, oh, you suck, you're terrible. I'm just doing this very lightly because I don't want to go very into deep on what else people would say about you,
Oh
like
yeah.
when you play.
I know. I
But they
know.
would just use slurs because they
Yeah.
just want to like shout out their anger
Mhm.
because either and it's normal like either I probably made a mistake or someone else probably did a mistake or didn't do what they were supposed to, and so we kind of like get angry and we lash out at them, but in reality it's like, hey, like we make mistakes, we're not perfect, we're not in ranked, so don't be pissed off at a regular game. You can get pissed off if you're doing ranked because you want to have a higher level, that's fine,
Mhm.
but don't do it at a regular game.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I used to play like a lot of paladins, and one time I was playing rank because I felt like I was good at it, and I was playing rank, and then I got a teammate where he was very toxic, and he was going at it. He was really pissed at me, and I was like, listen, I'm new to rank. I'm new what I'm doing, so you need to like back off. You need to chill. Like I understand it's rank, and I know that you're de-ranking, but look, I'm trying my best here. I'm trying to learn. But after that, I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna touch rank. I never touch rank in any game. I always play regular.
I will play ranked, but with people that I know. I don't like to be. unless I have the rare and possibility I get teamed up with somebody who doesn't get mad at me or isn't behaving in a toxic way, I just do it with my team where it's like, hey, I kind of like on Rainbow, I would like to play a little bit of ranked. I kind of want to improve very much with that game in particular because you don't have, if you have never played Rainbow Six, you do not have aim assist. You are on your own. You have to aim. And if your aim sucks, you're going to have to practice on Rainbow
Oh
because they're
yeah.
not helping you. They're
Oh
not going to
yeah, I
help
know.
you. you.
Well, I'm
So,
crazy with my flicks. Like I'm very crazy with my flicks. I don't know if you know this, but there's a thing called Aim Lab on Steam. You could practice with that. You
mm,
adjust the settings to Rainbow Six Siege, and you could start like start flicking like crazy. And I've been
mm,
practicing with my aim because my friends say I suck at it when I'm playing with them, and it's true. I could get better. Um, but uh, yeah, I've been practicing, stuff like that. I feel I might try to play Rainbow Six Siege, but
mm.
not religiously, like, cause
Obviously. Not like me. Not like me.
yeah, I don't want to get too much into it because I feel like if I play a lot, I feel like, oh shit, I'm gonna get stuck with it. Cause that's the same thing what happened with me
Yeah.
with Apex. Like I played it once, and like I keep playing it, you know.
hmm
But I
Yeah.
mean,
I
there's
mean,
no other good games.
again, it's a good games. Yes, I would agree. Apex has a very good gaming mechanics.
Hmm.
From what I've watched someone else play it, so I'm like, oh, it's interesting, but I don't feel like the need to play it on my own or with friends. There's only one game that in the entire world my friends never shut up about, or they just jokingly want me to play, and it's
Fortnite.
League of Legends.
Oh,
No, League of Legends,
I
not
thought
Fortnite. League of Legends.
I thought Fortnite because Fortnite is oof.
Yeah, no, I would never play Fortnite. I'm sorry. I
Me
cannot play
neither.
Fortnite. Not for the life of me, no.
Nah,
No,
me
they want
neither.
me to play League. So
Oh,
I'm
League.
like, no, yeah, I don't want to play League. I used to play League. I used to be a very, very sweaty Fiora main
Oh
a
God.
while back. So yes, I was very competitive. I was getting into the toxic behavior too at League. So
Oh
I was just like,
no. Oh
you know what?
no.
I don't want to go back to that. No, no. Once I go back in there, I feel like it's like an addiction. I don't want to go back to that because I feel like I'll relapse again. I'll relapse
Yeah.
being toxic again. No, don't take me back there. I don't want to go back to the bad place.
No, 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 no. I don't want to go
No,
back.
no, no.
I don't want
No,
to
I
go
can
back.
never.
Yeah, I know.
No,
I
I did. I
I
couldn't.
used to play League as well. When I had my first hands-on, my first laptop, it was a very old shitty Toshiba laptop. I used to play League. It was the only thing that was able to run, and I put it
Ah,
on the lowest fucking settings so I could play it. And the frames, I remember the frames. Oh, they were so bad. I could cry because now that I have a better computer, it's just like, the frames are so good. But oh my god, I couldn't even play. I couldn't even play. I couldn't even do nothing. But I used to use Ari and who else? I forgot the other guy's name. It was some guy I don't remember. I don't remember the League of Legends characters as much. But I used to play it back in like 2014. It was just like a very long time. Now, if I play it, I probably suck at it. I don't know how to play it. I play Smite
yeah.
on my Switch, but that's it.
Would you believe that I have never played a Nintendo game as much? I have never played any of the Zelda games. Don't know any of the
Oh
Zelda.
my
I
god.
never played the combats with the I forgot what it's called, like the Super Mario game.
Super Mario. Never played the Super Mario game.
No, never
Oh
played the Super
my,
Mario game.
you're missing
Uh,
out. They have it's like the art is so
yeah,
cute.
I've never played.
Like if you play the retro, like if you're gonna try Mario, first try the retro and then later like progress with like Mario because it's involved so much. Like I've been playing Super Mario Odyssey, and oh my god, the game is pretty cool. It's really cool. They did a good job with it.
My chat's like, nah, you lying. I'm like, no, I'm not. I've never played a Nintendo game. I wish I wish I was, but no, I never did. It's because it never caught my interest.
You
So
never
it's like
owned a Nintendo console?
I have owned the DSs and the Game Boys.
Uh-huh.
So I have played Pokemon, I've played Sonic, but
Ah.
I never got the Mario games or
Mm.
anything that involving Zelda. It was always kind of like those things or something completely different because I was like interested in like, well, I want to know some more than Mario, more than the Smash Bros, more than the Zeldas, because it's kind of like Nintendo's whole shtick. So I was just like, well, what else do they have? Like I want to know more than these iconic, very well-known characters that everyone knows. Even rest in peace, Robin Williams named his daughter Zelda.
Yep.
So I'm like, I kind of need to know like what else do you have that is not much involving the iconic characters, especially like Final Fantasy. I've never played a Final Fantasy game. Never in my life. Never did.
I did.
I never. Okay, well there you go. Nice. I never did. They're very pretty.
Oh
I like
yeah,
the
yeah.
pretty models.
The if you're gonna get into Final Fantasy, make sure you play the remake. It's really fucking good. It's really good. It's really good. Final
Yeah.
Fantasy 11 remake, pretty good. And if you're into like a MMO RPG kind of, your shtick is MMO, play Final Fantasy 14. And if you like open world like me, you could play FFF 15. It's pretty good as well. But,
I'll we'll take that into considerations. I've tried
yes.
open world games, never worked. I tried even Genshin Impact, didn't like it. I was like, I don't know. Like I played it
Yeah,
for three
yeah,
days and I
yeah.
installed it. I was like, no, I'm good. I don't want to play any more gacha games like this. I'm good.
Yeah, I played it for solid 2 months and I stopped playing it. I got tired. It was too grindy for me.
Yeah, it's a lot of grind work.
Yeah. The thing is,
I don't I don't
I preferred more like Breath of the Wild because you didn't had to grind for the level. You just played the story and you could just run around without doing missions and kill enemies and just, gather materials, upgrade your armor, and you didn't have to really do
mm,
much. And that's what I love about, Breath of the Wild. For the people, the Zelda fans out there, Breath of the Wild is pretty good.
yeah. I like that people would say like, oh, but Genshin is like Breath of the Wild, like it
No,
has that same
no.
vibe. And I'm like,
It does,
okay.
but it's not. It's not. Trust me, it's not.
It's it's something. So I don't mind doing a little bit of grind work. I understand that some games you have to grind to get to a
Mm-hmm.
particular story or level, and that's fine. But when you're overly grinding, because it's like, oh, let's say you're a level 60 on your MMO, but you have to be a level 120 to continue the story, then I'm like, no, 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 no. I'm not gonna waste a lot of times just taking so many side stories to level up my character to 120 just to get me to this short or long cutscene, and then it's like, oh, now you have to be 175 to continue the story, and I'm like, okay, you know what, all right, nah, I'm good.
For the people
I'm
out there
good.
who out there who play Destiny 2, that's like literally like you have to grind for to get, good stuff out of it. Yeah.
I don't understand it. It's like they're really pressuring you to like buy with your own money to level up quicker, and it's like, no, I don't
Yeah.
want to buy.
Yeah, that's what they did. They just said, you know what? Here's this. Like you have to buy this so you could like, get at this point and level. And that's what I don't like.
But I again, I won't turn up my nose if it's something that's interesting. I've been seeing a lot of like new MMO. I mean, and I'm like, okay, I won't mind trying that. Like,
Mhm.
it won't hurt to try. I won't knock it till I try it, kind of thing.
Mhm.
Um, It's the same with the Nintendo. So I won't knock it till I try it. It's just it's kind of very difficult to get into something when the fan base is very hardcore,
Oh
where it's like
yeah.
I can't even wait until it's calmed down because you guys are so hardcore, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm good.
I
I'm good.
mean, I've seen people who never played the Nintendo game in their life, and they have a Switch and they play Animal Crossing and they have like played other different games and they don't get hard like comments. They say, "Oh, you're trying something
Yeah,
new. That's cool." Some gamers are cool, but some are like pretty hard. Yeah, I know. I understand. I'm a
it's scary.
I myself, I wouldn't be hard on no one because I know how it is. So like when people don't grow up with like their consoles. Some
Mm,
don't have you know the luckiness of others that they grew up
mm,
with like Nintendo consoles or any other consoles like Xbox or PlayStation. Um, but me and my brother, we we got a lot of games. We could essentially like me and him. We could even make a Twitch account and just sit down and just grind PlayStation 2 games together because we have a
mm,
lot of PlayStation 2 games we could play. Um, we always got co-op games, and there was like some like were singular games, but we always got the co-op games so we could play because I was not a gamer. I was I
mm,
I had a Game Boy when I was a kid, and
mm.
he had a blue one. I had a red one because back then red was my favorite color. It still is to this day, but purple now is my favorite color.
Hey.
Purple is now my favorite color. um.
Over here, I'm the redhead, so hey.
Oh yeah. I mean, there is a particular anime girl that I love that she has redhead and
Mhm.
it's Ria's Groomery and oh my god, she's cool, she's amazing. I love her. Um as I was saying, I was not a big gamer. I used to play my Game Boy. I used to play like Super Mario for like a little bit, like 45 minutes, and then I would just turn it
Mm,
off because my head would hurt from just seeing the little screen.
mm,
So, but then my brother was like, "Nah, you should play more. You should play more than 1 hour." Cause he was a gamer. He was like on a whole different level. He was already knowing about anime, manga, and all that when he was young, and
mm,
I was futile. I didn't know what the heck was going on. But because of him,
mm.
I started being a gamer. I started expanding. Um, we got a lot of Game Boy games. We played a lot of Pokemon, Mario, Sonic, and then from there, my dad bought us our PlayStation 2 for Christmas, and we got like a whole lot of games, like racing,
Yeah.
fighting, like I was a huge fighter like type, like I love my Mortal Kombat.
Mm,
When we used to go to the movies and
mm,
those arcade machines, the like you put the quarters in. I
mhm,
love I love playing Mortal Kombat 4 against my dad. I beat his every little shits of him. I beat him.
mm,
I was really good at it. I used to play a lot of Marvel versus Capcom, Street Fighter, and all those like old games, all those retro games back in the day. I still play them. Um, but I was a huge fighter and like racing game. Like that was me. But then later on, I started learning about FPS and open world games, and my whole experience of gaming just expanded. It was it was nuts. It was it was so cool. Yeah, that was the gamer side of me. I don't know if like you experienced the same way.
um, I used to play Mortal Kombat a lot. I was a Mortal Kombat player. I used to play Mortal Kombat. I used to play Tekken.
Ooh, Tekken.
Um,
I love Tekken.
yes, I was a Tekken player.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yep. Uh, I had a huge crush on one of the Tekken characters too. Uh,
Which one was it? Which one was it?
Which one do you think it would be? What you want to guess?
Tekken. I don't really remember the characters on Tekken. I just know the kangaroo, the bear. Um, I don't really remember like most of the Tekken players. I knew more of the Street Fighter than Tekken because I play more Street Fighter.
Um, Probably Street Fighter. I always picked Chun-Li. So in Tekken, I actually had a crush on Jin. So Jin was
Oh,
like that like OP powerful character, but isn't like shown it until like the continuation of their story kind of thing. So I was just
yeah.
like, I had a huge crush on him. I was like, man, he fine a foot. So I would always like to play. I couldn't help it.
No, it's cool. It's fine. I understand. Yeah, he do look be fine. Yeah.
Yeah, he fine. I couldn't help myself.
Yeah.
But I played that. I played the Street Fighters. I If I remember correctly, I know my dad used to buy the gaming consoles. So I remember like very vividly, like I know we had an Xbox. I know we had the GameCube, um, the PlayStation 2, the PlayStation 1. From what he's told me now that I'm like, well, I can remember some of them by if he showed me a picture, it's like, yeah, I think we had that in the living room. I don't know. But like now I remember more of like from the PlayStation 2 to the 3, 4, and then the Nintendo. My brother has the Nintendo Switch, and he also has a PlayStation 4 Pro. And my
Nice.
dad has a PlayStation 3, and I still have my PlayStation 4. So we played different games. I often played more with the PlayStation games. Like I played again the Tekkens. I played Crash
Mm.
Bandicoot. I played Mortal
Yes.
Kombat,
Yes.
Spyro. Um,
Mm-hmm.
all those games though, because they were like the games that I played. I played Kingdom Hearts. I'm a huge nerd for Kingdom Hearts, except Kingdom Hearts 3. I get really pissed off thinking about it.
I used to we had Kingdom Hearts. My brother
Three,
played it. My brother played it, and all I did, what I did, I just put in the disc and just load up the main menu and just hear the music. That's all I did.
what
That's all I did because I didn't know how to play the game.
was the Kingdom Hearts one?
Yeah, the Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, that was so cute. I liked it. It wasn't that complex, except
For me, it
I
was.
think it was.
I didn't know how to play it.
Well, 1 and 2 is a little bit more simple because at least that one they tell you like the basics of how you do it, right? You jump, you run, you have a
Yeah.
keyblade. So but I think it was around, I don't know which one it was. I don't know if it wasn't 2. It was, oh, there's so many of them. It was just one that involved a lot of with cars. And I was just like, what kind of a Yu-Gi-Oh kind of game is this? I don't understand why we have to use cards for combat. But it was always around
Mm-hmm.
wielding a keyblade. So I was so confused.
Yep.
But 3 was the one that kind of was like a very huge disappointment for me, just because it felt very rushed. The stories, they were trying to like tie up any loose ends, and it was really quick. And then like, oh, they were supposed to make it very climactic of like, oh, the big giant boss. And then they brought in time things, so it's like time warp. You like go back in time, fix your mistakes, go forward in time and stuff like that. And then it kind of ends in a way of like, what just happened? And then Square Enix is like, oh, do you want to know what happens next? Here, buy $30 so you can continue the story. But it wasn't really much of a story. It was very kind of like a waste of my money. This should have been like an update to be installed so you can play the game, not buy it
Right.
and play it.
Right. Yeah.
So that's why Kingdom Hearts 3 kind of like, it pissed me off. Like I liked visuals, beautiful, gaming mechanics, beautiful, story, and the DLC, unacceptable. I'm sorry. That was not okay. That was not okay. Like you made me wait all up until this point to just shit and then end it. I am so mad. That is a waste of time. And then you're coming here with like, oh, don't worry, here's a continuation of another game. But this time it's music where you have to like hit the buttons to match the beat. And I'm like, what? This is not Kingdom Hearts. What are you talking about?
This is
I'm
some
like,
this is some rhythm game.
what? This isn't a rhythm game. I don't get it. It sucks because I know Nomura-san, he has something really good, but he doesn't pay much attention to it because his focus is on Final Fantasy, which
Mm-hmm.
is like, I get it. Final Fantasy is the strongest franchise ever. Anyone will play it.
Oh yeah.
I get it. But if you have something like Kingdom Hearts where you have the copyrights to Disney characters and you know that the story is actually interesting and you just did a flop to it at the end, my
Mm-hmm.
dude, what the hell is wrong with you? I'm sorry. You are the big boss. You have made different storylines for Final Fantasy and you literally kind of just like, to Kingdom Hearts. Just, that's it. That's all he did. He's just, here you go. There you go.
The little that explains everything, ladies and gentlemen. That explains everything. The little dude, I fucking love you, Echo. Oh my god.
That's basically it. That's how he made Kingdom Hearts. He's just, that's
Yeah,
it. There you go. Take it
that
what you
is
will.
that is so true. I wouldn't fully understand it because I never played much of the Kingdom Hearts, so
Mhm.
I don't know.
I'd say it's a great way to like play it, and I really wish they could have did a little bit more effort on 3. And someone actually told me it was probably Chain of Memories, which is the one where you had to play the cards. Don't play Chain of Memories if you actually consider playing it. Don't play it. Just skip through it or watch someone else play it. It's not worth it. It's a pain in the butt to do. Um, but
Yeah.
I always contemplate like how can I explain the storyline of this game to someone who hasn't played it, because it does get a little complicated, but if you kind of like step back after you played the entire series, it's like, okay, I kind of get it. So it's like
Yeah.
3 kids want to go on an adventure. Got it. But then something happens where one of the kids is discovers that there is a way, but you're doing it in a dark way. So they vanish, and then the other kid vanishes as well, leaving one kid to fight these weird monsters that is attacking his world. And so he goes through this majestic door that's hidden in his island, and he goes and sees that there's other worlds that are connected, but they're not aware of it. So his goal is to find his friends and basically go on to the adventure that they all wanted. They wanted to leave the island and go to this beautiful adventure. And so he meets up with 2 of the Disney characters, which is Donald and Goofy. Donald is your healer. Goofy is your defender. Though Donald doesn't really heal you as much when you need it, but he does is, okay, Donald, whatever. I mean, I'm dying over here. I'm on 1 HP. I'm like, Donald, heal me. Donald, okay, fine. I'll accept my fate. But they go on to an adventure finding clues to what happened to his friends. One of his friends is into the dark side. That means he's working with the evil characters from Disney, like Maleficent and stuff.
Yeah.
But it goes a little bit more bigger than that. They thought it was the Disney characters that were like in the storyline. It's a bit bigger than that, where there is a lore where there was a world full of Keyblade wielders who were supposed to protect the worlds and make
Mm-hmm.
sure that everything was balanced with light and darkness. But everything tipped when someone went rogue. And
Yep.
so your goal is to basically bring back the balance of the world with light and dark, not let dark be completely consumed. So that's kind of like the way I try to explain a lot with Kingdom Hearts. Because the first one starts, oh, it's like a small little world. You get to see like the Disney characters. You get to see Aladdin. You get to see the genie. You get to see Snow White, Alice, and all this cute stuff. But then when you go to the second one, it's like, oh, it's much bigger than that. Oh, okay, I get it. Okay, this is interesting. And then it's like, okay, it's bigger than expected. I'm liking this. But, they still keep the lore of the Disney because the world of Disney is kind of like connected to your world. But then Nomura goes, on Kingdom Hearts 3, and I'm like, okay, listen here, buddy. You had something and you dropped the ball. Why? Why did you drop the ball?
They got
Why did you
lazy.
do it?
They got lazy.
They did.
They got
They did.
lazy.
They were like, no, we gotta focus on Final Fantasy. Just here you go. Okay, back to Final Fantasy. Let's go.
Yeah, Square Enix, they tend to more put their direction to Final Fantasy.
Yeah, it hurts. It
It
hurts because
does.
I do like Final Fantasy. I see the animations. It's really pretty. But if you're making a new game with a new story, it's like, do it. Take the risk. People love it. People like it. People still buy your merchandise. You have something that
Yep.
you're not you're not doing anything with it because
There's even
I don't know why.
there's even a Square Enix cafe. If you guys don't know, it's in Akihabara. It's
Ooh.
yeah, yeah. I've heard that's okay-ish. It's not the greatest, but it's okay-ish to go. But I don't know if you guys wanna like. I don't recommend it or anything like that. If you guys wanna go,
Mhm.
go ahead. I hear there's a lot of Square Enix merch. If you're a Square Enix fan, go, go,
Mhm.
go experience it yourself. Um, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna pick up Final Fantasy 14 because my friends are
Mhm.
playing it a lot, and I do want to get
Yeah.
into the MMO stuff. Um, I really wanted to get World of Warcraft, but I don't want to pay
Uh-huh.
I don't want to pay for a subscription. You know,
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
I feel that.
I want to
Yeah,
play.
I feel that.
I want to play without paying something. Because I don't even know if I'm gonna like it. So
Yeah,
I'll probably just
like a good
do
sample of
the.
it.
I'll probably do the trial. I'll probably do the trial for FF14, and if I like it, I'll probably buy it and have fun with it because I hear you could be a cat girl in it, and I'm like, ooh, ooh, ooh,
Cat girl, nyang nyang.
yeah, yeah, of course.
Nyah.
And I was like, well, I'll probably pick it up, maybe. But yeah,
Maybe, maybe.
uh,
I feel that. I feel that.
I mean, for me, it was just like I just grew up a lot with Zelda and Mario and uh racing games, fighting games.
Mm.
Um, let's see, what did I always like? Spyro. Spyro is I still need to pick up Spyro for the Switch. Let's see. Uh, that's like a lot of games that I grew up with, but I don't remember off. I probably just dig through my box of games because we have a whole big box of it. Probably go through them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, my favorite console, old gen console, was the Nintendo 64 because that that console was so fun to play with my brother.
Yeah.
We used to play what's it called? Perfect Dark, and
Mm.
my dad gave us his like old radio and he connected it to like the little the things they connect to the TV and it had connections in the back and we full blasted the radio and it was so cool like to hear the stereo just with the shooting guns everywhere. We used to play it until like 1 or 2 in the morning. It was so fun. Memories. Good stuff. But now we just play new games because new games are more fun. But I mean, if I could go back
Mm.
and play Nintendo 64, I'll probably buy one and probably get Perfect Dark and play it again because it was a good game. It's a nice game.
Good game.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it was really fun. It was so funny too. It was like the ragdolls in that game is hilarious. You shoot one and the ragdoll just go doof. It will fly like it will go crazy. It was hilarious. I love it. Um, let's see
See.
what other games I played like a bunch of not like I had the newer consoles like the Xbox 360. I played a lot of Halo. I played a lot of Call of Duty. Still played a lot of racing games. A lot of Street Fighter and what's it called? Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Taken, Soul Calibur. Oh, I don't know if you play Soul Calibur. Soul Calibur is a good game. It's a good fighting game.
Mm.
It's a good fighting game. I love it. The characters are cool. They're world based. Their design are amazing. The jiggle physics, oof, oof, guys. If you guys love if you guys love jiggle physics, that game is the right game for you guys. Just saying, just saying. Um, you could
Oh gosh.
you could create your own character as well. And different games. I think it was the fourth or the fifth. Yoda is in it. Um, they did a little collab with Star Wars. They let Yoda be in it.
Mm.
Um, what else? Yeah, my favorite games was just like all over. I
Hmm.
For me it was just all over. Gaming has been a big part of me. Like when I was like no, actually like I grew up with Mario a lot. Mario and Zelda and Pokemon. Because Pokemon I my first Pokemon game was Pokemon Yellow on the Game Boy.
Oh, mine was
Yes.
Pokemon Red.
Nice, nice, nice.
Yeah, I played Pokemon Red. I still have my Pokemon Red. I have Red and Ruby.
Yeah, I don't have my yellow. I don't know what happened to it, but I have sapphire.
Ooh, Sapphire.
Yeah, I have sapphire. I still have it. I play occasionally because I I have now Pokemon games on my Switch. So yeah, I'm waiting for the new trailer for the new Pokemon game. Looks pretty interesting because it's an open world game and it's finally something
Mm-hmm.
that every Pokemon gamer wanted. To go around in an open world game and catch Pokemon in like right there, not like you know like the olden times. It's finally,
Is it the one that a lot of people were like, like not expecting that your character is like a chibi format?
it's
Because I remember there was a Pokemon game that was released. I don't know if it was that one that the character you play is like like a very chibi format, and like a lot of people didn't like that. They were like, no, we wanted them to be like regular sized characters or something like that.
yeah, the chibi form was which one was it?
Oh, it's the remake for Gen 4. That's what someone
Yeah.
said.
Yeah.
Oh,
This one is more diverse. It's different. It's
ah.
it's gonna have, I think, probably like 4 or 6. I don't know which gens they will have on Pokemon's, but I know this one would be like focused on more open world. They finally, like, Pokemon Game Freak, they opened their eyes and they finally said, you know what, we need to have an open world game of Pokemon, and
Mm.
it feels like it's Breath of the Wild, because you go around, you have your Pokeballs, you could do the action of throwing, you have the action of throwing the Pokeball, and just
Yeah.
sneak around and because that's what you did in Breath of the Wild. If you wanted to kill, like, for food, like boars and stuff like that, you had it to sneak around and with the bow to kill people, not the animals, not
Mm.
not people per se, but like the goblins and the boars. But in Pokemon, you had to sneak around so you won't be detected by the Pokemon, unless you throw in a berry and you probably, like, like, come over here, Pokemon, come, be my pal, you know but
I actually do have Pokemon Go. A lot of people say the chat tells me Pokemon Go helps that process to be realized
yeah,
on
yeah,
the
yeah.
open
Well,
world.
yeah, I mean, I played Pokemon Go a little bit because it kept on, like,
Hmm.
crashing me. I don't know why. It kept on deleting my profile,
Oh.
and I don't know if it was my phone or the game. I don't know what's going on, but I stopped playing it. But I got, what's it called? I got Pokemon Let's Go Eevee because
Hmm.
it was like really cute. I wanted Eevee because Eevee's super fluffy, and I love fluffy things.
I have like 15 EVs on my Pokemon Go.
Oh God.
I
I,
also have Moltres. Moltres is my main Pokemon.
nice. I love Moltres.
Yep. Moltres was a pain in the butt to catch, but I am proud of getting my Moltres.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I
everyone
also have
everyone
so
was
many Pokemon.
everyone everyone's still like playing Pokemon Go, and for the ones that are like still are playing Pokemon Go, you guys keep
Mm-hmm.
playing it. But be safe. Be safe out there.
Oh yeah,
Don't be
yeah.
don't be not wearing a mask and playing Pokemon Go in the wilderness, you know? Be
Mm-hmm.
safe.
Yeah. I have Dragonite, Moltres, Kyogre,
Kyogre,
uh,
nice.
Kyogre, Rhydon, Arcanine, Charizard, Latios, Magmortar, Snorlax. I have one of the Eevees that I forgot their name. It's a sidekick. It's the sidekick Eevee.
Is this live on?
Uh, I think so. It's the purple one.
Uh
it's the
uh
purple
uh
one.
the purple, wait, is it the black one?
No,
The purple
it's
one.
purple. It's fully purple. Yeah, purple with the little red gem on their little forehead.
I think it is live on. I feel like it.
Or a yeah, it's something
Chat
beyond.
chat
I have
please help me
chat. Do
out.
you guys know what?
I don't know which one it is. Quote me if I'm wrong. I feel like
I
it
don't know
is
which
live on.
one this one is. It's the one that has okay. So your Eevee evolves into this like purpley pink Eevee with like one tail that splits into two, and it has that little red gem on the center of their forehead.
It has to be live
And
on.
it's a, yeah, and it's a psychic Pokemon. It becomes psychic.
I feel like it is.
I also have Golurk. That's the weird one. Houndoom,
Oh, Hondo.
Nidoking, Espeon. Thank you, DJ.
Oh, Espeon.
It's an
Okay,
Espeon.
I was a whole big level of wrong. Okay, thank you, chat.
Thank you so much. So yeah, I have an
I was I think
Espeon,
slip.
and I have a Nidoking, Venusaur, Sceptile. Uh, I do have a Squirtle, but he hasn't evolved yet.
Oof.
Uh, Vaporeon, Ninetales, Golduck, Hitmonlee, Rosalia, Tangalia, Clefable, Electabuzz, Starmie.
Echoes.
Okay,
Echoes just
let me tell you how many.
Echo's just gonna do the Pokemon rap. Let's go.
I only have 411 Pokemons right now. I caught a 411.
Nice. I had caught in like at
So,
least 30 or 40 when I was playing, but then my stupid game crashed. Like,
oh, I'm sorry.
it's fine. I won't probably play it no more. It's, I had fun with it for a little bit.
It was really fun. I
I
like.
prefer playing like, the real Pokemon game.
You mean to tell me this is a real Pokemon game? You're hurting my feelings. Ah!
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I think I like Pokemon Go because that makes me feel like an actual Pokemon trainer. Like I have my own collection of Pokemon and I
Yeah.
take care of them as much as I can.
Yeah. Yeah. The first the first ever like kind of a thing where, if I don't know if you heard this, but there's a thing called Tamagotchi. Tamagotchi was
Tomodachi!
that shit was so iconic. So iconic. Until this day, it's still iconic. Like you got like your little pet, you could take him anywhere. You didn't even have to worry about him. Just feed him and then just like walk around, and he would just grow over the days. And then once you like it hatched, you take care of your Tamagotchi, and it was pretty cool. I never owned one. I always wanted to own one, but I never did. I probably get one off eBay because they're pretty hard to come around with. I've seen some at GameStop, but last time I went, I was like, hey, do you have Tamagotchi? And they're like, oh, I'm sorry, we just run out. We're like, we just sold the last one. I was like, dang, you know. But
I remember when a lot of people were literally like overly obsessed with Animal Crossing.
oh
And
god,
everyone was like immediately buying all these Nintendo Switches just to get the Animal Crossing game, and all the Animal Crossing was like all gone, and the Nintendo
yeah.
Switch is all gone, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, are you guys really that bored?
And until this day, there is the Switch is being outsold everywhere. Like it doesn't matter what Switch it is, the Switch Lite or the Switch is being outsold. Like last time there was like about four Switches at Walmart and five at GameStop. I went and they were sold out. Good thing I bought it when they were available, cause oh god, I would have I would have like cried, cause I
I
really
would get the Switch, but I just feel like I feel like I'll just have it kind of the same way as my PlayStation. Like I'll just have it to the side where I don't usually touch it, only very much occasionally. I'm like, I don't want to buy a console and just have it for decoration purposes. So I'm just
yeah,
like, I'll wait because I have my PC and I enjoy playing all my PC
same,
games.
same.
Yeah.
But I mean some Switch games are so good, like so pretty in Switch. Like um let's see, I can't remember which one was it. Uh,
Da, da, da,
I play I
da,
pl-
da, da,
I played I don't know. Breath of the Wild was like a very pretty game. I enjoyed it. I put in almost 300 hours in, and I'm probably gonna sink in more hours into it. But I don't know. That's me between my PC and Switch. That we have a bond. I love both of them.
da.
But
Understandable, understandable. I respect that. I respect. Lo
I know.
respeto.
Yeah, lo respeto. Yes. I seen people where they have like two switches in their setups. I'm like, guys, what are you doing? Like, why would you get two switches? Ah.
Stop it. Get some help.
Stop it.
Stop. I slapped their hands. Stop it. No. Stop.
Yeah. Like I've seen people where they have the normal switch and like the like in the special edition switch, like the Pokemon one or
Mm-hmm.
like the Smash one or the other ones that they made.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what are you doing, guys? You only need one switch. You only need one.
You what?
You're not gonna use both of them,
True that. True that.
you know. Unless one like discharges and you wanna just switch over the game, sure. But like, it's no use.
It's just no use, Captain.
Well, we took we talked a lot of variety. I feel like we talked like a lot of retro and we talked a lot about like, about Echo. We learned she's a gamer. Um
Yeah, I am.
she has the skill sets of MMD, vocals, 3D model stuff, artist. She's all over. She's amazing.
I'm all over the place. I'm sorry.
It's okay. If you're all over the place, you're cool. That means you keep.
どうもありがとうございました。
Means you're a busy cat.
あ、どうもです。
All right. Well, I enjoyed, having your company. I feel like
Likewise.
we talked a lot about a lot of stuff. We learned a little bit about you. You learned a little bit about me, and
うんうん。
before we end the NyaaCast episode, something special that we gotta do at the very end that I
うん。
always do because it's a ritual. It's a ritual. It's a thing.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna have Echo say nya in her cutest voice or attempt it if you will. But here you go.
あ、あ、あ、お、OK。あ、あ、にゃんにゃん、にゃん、にゃんにゃんにゃん。
Oh God, she did perfect. Oh my God. All right, guys, you know the drill. Uh, Rate it 1 out of 10 on down the comments, and if you're on Spotify, make sure to just drop a little like. Um, but yeah, the podcast would be on YouTube and Spotify. You could just search NyaaCast, or you could just go down in the description on YouTube and just click the link in the description, and I'll have every no links to her Twitch, her Twitter, everything else down below. So go check her out. She's amazing. She did a good job. She was a little shy. She was a little, she was nervous, but she did a good job. She did an excellent job. She did cool. She did good. She did good. But yes, make sure you rate that cute nya. I rated a 10. No, you know what? No. No. She did extra. I'll rate it 11. It was really cute. I was surprised. It surprised me. But before we end it, I do it. I do one as well because I feel like it's not fair. You know. But here we go. Yeah. All right. You only get one. All right. You only get one.
Oh,
You
he's
only
so
get.
cute.
You only get one. All right. Well, thank you, Echo, for being amazing and for joining me and for accepting being a guest part of the NyaaCast. And I hope we could drag you along again for another one.
Yeah,
And I
I look
have
forward to it.
yeah, and I have like other plans that I want people to be in because I heard that you're a voice actor, so keep
Yep.
not keep noting that because I have a lot of plans for a lot of VTubers to bring along together to do some voice acting for precisely game, a novel, a very cool like a lot of characters together, a novel game which you probably know about. It's called Necopera. I wanted to gather a lot of Necos and voice over that game and make a video of it. But that's just a little plan that I had. But maybe later on in the down in the future in the roads. But yeah,
Yeah.
thank you all for showing support on the previous NyaaCast episodes and on my gaming stuff. I know that I dragged the gaming too far, but I mean that's what I love to do. I like to show all the footage, because it's fun. But yeah, thank you all for showing some support with the young episodes and with being me, and look forward for the new version of Eris because it's coming out soon, probably this year soon. Uh, but yeah, thank you all for watching and hearing the NyaaCast, and I see you on the next one. Bye. Yeah. All right, you get a second one because y'all being adorable. All right. Bye.